Are we on? Welcome to the Snowmass Cottages on October 13th, 2018. Judy Martin, Jane Garrett. This is our dear friend Marcy Baruch. Thank you guys so much for coming, and I hope you can find drinks and food and just hang out with us. Those of you guys who are watching on Facebook Live, I hope you realize that this is a big stretch for us. But please feel like you're right in the room with us, and yeah, let's just start out with remembering that we're part of one heart.
There's a new earth on the horizon, made of light, not of stone, calling out to all creation, you are not alone. Lions and lambs, saints and sinners, best of friends, enemies,
You guys are the core group, you know. For those of you listening on Facebook Live, the people who are in this room, I mean, we've known you guys almost my college roommate is here. We have dear friends from forever. My exercise teacher is here. Nina's here from Consensual Improv, oh my God. And so many people, we're so grateful that you guys all showed up. In fact, probably if we added up the number of years we've known you all, it's been thousands, I don't know. So anyway, the reason that we are doing this concert today is that JD and I are putting together a new album. We have done 8 CDs together, written 8 CDs together. We've been basically writing for
What? 24 years.
almost 24 years. He doesn't get to talk very much, so you know.
The reason I know that is because we just did a video and that was my line. I had to
Yeah, anyway. And so we've done 8 CDs, and so why would we want to do a 9th one? And on this 9th one, why would we want to invite you guys to participate? And we're actually doing a fundraising thing here tonight. We're launching our Indiegogo campaign. So we're inviting you to if you feel that you want to be part of making this happen, financially and energetically, you know, that's why we've invited you guys here, because there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. Is that an understatement?
Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, we've been, like, wondering what we could do to help. I mean, sometimes you feel a little bit helpless. I don't know about you guys. And finally, we're like, what can we do? What can we... Oh, we're songwriters. So we've been writing some songs these last year or two that are pretty strong. And hopefully that will uplift and maybe wake us up, and maybe, you know, we can all come together. And the point of this is for all of us to bring our gifts and talents, whatever that may be, blazing into this world, because, man, you know, we need it. We're going to start it with a love song. You tell about it.
No, I don't want to tell them about the song. I want to tell them about something else. So, one of the things we're doing tonight is kind of just showing you where we're at. Like, I would say halfway through the production of this project. So we're going to use some tracks. I know that's not cool, but we're going to do it anyway. So a lot of the songs you're going to hear tonight we'll be singing along with ourselves and tracks.
But we want you to know that we recorded the tracks. It's not just a cheesy thing we got off the internet. Cool music, you know. No, it's us. So.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's try it. Let's see how this goes. I love this guitar player. His name is Brent Rowan. He lives in Steamboat Springs, and he used to be the #1 guitar guy in Nashville until he came to Colorado. Have you ever heard a sparrow sing early morning in the spring? Can't keep it locked inside. Have you ever watched a wild horse run through open meadows under the sun? Not a fence in sight. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Ever since you came into my life, I know the feeling. Oh. Have you ever wondered why the moon stays so close, so connected to the world down below? Have you ever seen the sun come up, and how the earth smiles with its touch? Everything glows. I know the feeling. perfect love that's everything you've ever dreamed of. Well, I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Ever since you came into my life, I know the feeling. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Ever since you came into my life, I know the feeling. Ever since you came into my life, I know the feeling. So that'll be on the album. And there's another one coming up that, a couple of years ago, we were at the Positive Music Awards down in Tampa, Florida, and one of the things that they do, it's really fun, is that they, if you come a couple of days early and you get invited, then you're in this kind of songwriting round, and the person who organizes it, there'll be like maybe 10 or 12 people, and she'll say, okay, this morning you two guys go over there and write together for 2.5 hours, and you two guys over there, there's a piano over there, you write there, and you go. So in other words, you're paired with somebody to write a song in 2.5 hours, and then you switch. So it's a little,
Yeah.
it's like,
Speed dating.
it's like speed dating. It's a little promiscuous, but really, good things come of it. Anyway, I was with a lovely woman named Melinda Wood Allen, and we were both looking at the state of the world going, what should we do? And we spent about at least an hour talking about this and just like going deeply. And finally, because I live in this place where you guys live as well, this amazing Roaring Fork Valley and the Frying Pan Valley. I mean, it is so powerful here. And so we wrote this song about, let's encourage us all to just like get grounded and remember who we really are and where we're coming from. So I'm calling in the native guardians of this place right now while we're here. Is that what I'm saying? You gotta love that dobro.
Oh, yeah!
Sky above, earth below, fire within me, this I know. Wind and water, sand and time, live and breathe and beat this heart of mine. Live and breathe, beat this heart of mine. The stones beneath our feet hold the memories. The stars light our way to the dark. The greening of the leaves, stirring of the breeze, the river's song
please welcome Marcy Baruch to the stage. All the way from Boulder, Colorado.
Great to be here. Such a warm, wonderful environment. Never been here. Have you guys all been here before?
No.
It's just beautiful.
Yeah. Some people came here 2 years ago for the blizzard.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. That's right. We did our concert for our Christmas album a couple of years ago.
That was terrifying.
It was terrifying. But what a lovely day today. Great to have you guys. Yeah, so again, back to this album that we're doing. I'm going to let JD tell you about this next tune because in a way it's kind of the centerpiece.
So my dad was a Mennonite minister. And in this little Illinois town that we lived in when I was in high school, it was in the middle of cornfields. And all of the folks, all the farmers, all the people in town, I think were of European descent. And somehow my dad caught a vision for civil rights. And he started to talk about it, he started to preach about it. I remember actually he showed me this little business card that he had made up that said, if you don't serve, I think he probably said Negroes, if you don't serve black people, then I won't eat here. I was so impressed by that. It made a huge impression on me as a kid. So now it's my turn, you know. The thing that breaks my heart, the thing that I can't stop talking about is the way we treat the other, the way we treat immigrants in particular. And so when I was at the Positive Music Festival a few years ago, I wrote this song with Karen Drucker and David Roth. And we took a lot of the information from this particular saying by Martin Niemöller, who's a German pastor. After World War II, he said, first they came for the socialists and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists and I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me and there was no one left to speak for me. That was a false start, excuse me, we didn't want that chord. Then they came for me and there was no one left to speak for me. For the past 4 years, Guadalupe checked in to the Phoenix office of immigration. Both of her kids are US born, but everything changed the day they took her away. In the home of the brave, in the land of the free, we are immigrants and pilgrims and refugees from every nation, one family. When you come for Guadalupe, you come for me. For the past 2 years, come on, made his rounds. Interfaith Medical Center, New York City. He went to Sudan to visit his mom. But everything changed, he couldn't come back, he was stranded in the home of in the home of the brave, in the land of the free. We are immigrants and pilgrims and refugees from every nation, one family. When you come to Guadalupe, when you come for Kamal, when you come for my neighbor, you come for me. Thank you so much. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce the first contributor in our Indiegogo
Oh my gosh.
campaign. His name is Bob. Bob's been bothering me for the... Bob Gardner's been bothering me for the last 3 or 4 days saying, hey, when's it up? When's it gonna be done? Thank you, Bob.
Worth the effort to go to the Indiegogo website and to type in the words JAN, pick the most recent posted, I think is right, I'm not sure what the word is, and find it, and then go through the process, and they make you take a gratuity, or a perk, I guess they call it.
A perk.
So it's very worth it. Thank you guys for doing what you're doing. I appreciate it.
Maybe you may want to tell the people online, because there's a lot of people on there.
Oh yeah. So we are just started an Indiegogo campaign to raise money for this album. So it's indiegogo.com. And when you get there, Bob says you just type in Jan, and who knows, I tried it earlier today and I had a hard time. But anyway, look around for us and hopefully you'll find us.
We're so
First
modern.
pick funding.
Yeah.
You pick the word funding,
Oh.
then you go in and it says
He's looking
project
it
type category. You go to music
Music.
and
Funding and then music.
Funding, music.
then push apply now,
Apply now.
Apply now.
and then type in the word JAN
J-A.
or the whole works. And then under filter,
Filter.
you want to take just launched.
Just launched.
It's really complicated, guys.
Hey, ask the people online if they tried
But
it.
it's there.
You search for it's there. Does it say kick ass? No. Okay.
Don't confuse us.
So for those of you who are watching on Facebook, I will later on put a link up so you don't have to do all that crap.
Mel says thanks for sharing.
Thanks for sharing. Cool. Well, in the meantime, so on to the next song. So the whole idea that obviously that we're doing here with this album and with these songs is hopefully to uplift and inspire and kick a little ass and wake us up a little bit. Point being, it's a strange time right now, and there are people that maybe we are diametrically opposed in terms of what we think or believe or feel. But we feel that music, really good music, has a way of transcending politics. Could you imagine? Transcending politics and going beyond those entrenched opinions or, ideologies, and hopefully doing something that comes right straight into the heart, right? And we've decided it's a kind of fierce harmony. So, yeah. There's a woman named Brene Brown. Some of you guys have heard of and some have not. If you have not, check her out online. She's done a bunch of stuff. She's on YouTube. She is a professor at the University of Houston. She's a clinical psychologist, I think is her title. She's done a lot of work on vulnerability and courage and true belonging. She's amazing. She's a straight talking Texan. And she's like, what happens in a place where we are like now, where sometimes, let me just read this. It's so cool. This is cool. Brene talks at length about the difference between true belonging and just fitting in. In an increased In an age of increased polarization, she says, it's easy to fall into a kind of false intimacy with other people when we join together against a common enemy. But what we're really longing for is the internal strength and courage to know who we really are and to find sacredness both in being a part of something and in standing alone when necessary. So she says that human beings are hardwired for connection. So in order to be hateful and violent to one another, we have to, make the other into something else. So the 4 practices of true belonging are, first of all, we have to be vulnerable, get uncomfortable, and learn how to be with people without sacrificing who we are and what we really value. So here are the 4 things that I would tell you this. Number 1, people are hard to hate close up. So move in. Number 2, speak truth to BS, but be civil about it. If you can, hold hands with strangers. And number 4, strong back, soft front, wild heart. Go for it. We are man and woman, we are black and white. Where the spaces in between us, we are wrong and right. We are so much more than what we can see. And we're following our longing. We are tough and tender, we are brave and afraid. We are scared and excited. We are grit and grace. We are standing together. We are standing alone. And we're searching for belonging. Strong back, soft front. We are walking the wilderness. Strong back, soft front, wild heart. Wild heart. Find myself living in that high lonesome sound. Try to fit in the middle of the crowd. I'm a solitary dreamer on the outside looking in, searching for belonging. Well, it takes a lot of courage to finally leave home and go out beyond the boundaries of the safety we've known. We take our better angels wherever we go, and we're searching for belonging. Strong back, soft front. We're walking the wilderness. Strong back, soft front. Wild heart. Wild heart. I hope that I can learn what it takes to be brave and to offer to you the connection I crave. 'Cause when I stand in my soul, I can give you my song, and I know that that's my true belonging. Strong back, Marcy Baruch, yeah?
Thank you so much.
I gotta say, Marcy is an incredible artist in her own right. And please check her out. You should accost her after this and just ask for business cards and, make a connection because she's amazing. And the fact that she drove up here today to sing with us, and then she's going to stay all night with us and leave at 5 in the morning to drive to Kansas City. So, give her another hand, please.
That's how much I love their music and believe in what they're doing. It's such a privilege to be here with you. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Let's see, I said one.
So this next song is one that was rescued from the dustbins of history. Like maybe, I don't know, 6, 7 years ago, we were in Los Angeles and it was a cold, rainy day, and we were together with a couple other writers, Harold Payne and Freebo, actually.
Freebo used to be the bass player for Bonnie Raitt, right? He played the tuba, right? Freebo?
Mm-hmm. So we sat in this little room and, like this, and we wrote this really cool song, but we didn't quite finish it. And here it is, how many years later, and we found it. We found the little work tape and finished the song. I love this song.
Great.
It's got everything to Judy has another song.
Oh my gosh.
2 in a row.
Oh my God.
That's amazing.
So there's a local songwriter that many of you probably know. His name is Joe Henry. And Joe, Joe from Wood Creek. Have you ever been to Joe's cabin? It's amazing.
It's tiny.
It's very tiny, and there's this even tinier little closet that he writes in, which is just amazing.
It's true.
All longhand, and anyway, good friend of mine, Joe. So Joe invited me to be part of a co-write recently with a friend of his from Nashville named Doug Johnson. Joe and Doug wrote a song called Sarah Beth, or Skins. If you listen to country music, it's about the girl who shaved her head to express solidarity with somebody who was going through cancer, I think that's the story. Anyway, great song. So anyway, we wrote this song that we're going to do next, and we were very, very inspired because it happened right after those Parkland kids started talking, started speaking up.
Just saying hi again to everybody who's watching on Facebook Live, including Ann Pogue, a dear friend of ours.
Hi, Bogey!
Hi, Ann. Hi, my sister, if she's still watching, Jean.
Oh my
Coverage.
They're having a little bandwidth problem because
Oh, yeah,
of being
wow.
on here.
Yeah.
That's the way it works.
At any rate.
So in other words, did it go down?
No, it's still going.
It's just intermittent or something?
Yeah, they're just having a little hard time.
Oh, okay.
Well, we're having a great time here.
Tell them they all need to be here.
So you guys, since you can't be here, those of you guys who are Facebooking Live can't be here, we hope that you'll stay in touch with us on our website, which is
www.Garrett, with 2 R's and 2 T's, -Martin, MARTIN.com.
And once again, we are launching our Indiegogo campaign to raise funds for this album. And really the reason that we're doing it, aside from the fact that we really need the dough, but beside from that, is to give you guys a chance to actually participate in something, that we're hoping will make a difference to all of us and somehow to get out into the world, because we don't know how to get this stuff into the world. Do you know what I mean? If we had $100 grand, we could probably hire somebody, and even then, who knows? So this is like hopefully up to all of us. Once these songs are done, and we'll try to put them out before this is complete, but you can send them out to everybody you know. Ask them to, send them to people that they know. Give us credit if you would, so that it'll circle back around again to us, so we can keep doing this. But it's like this is all we know how to do, and somehow maybe the music will make a difference. We hope so. There's a couple songs, by the way, that we have not written yet. One that we have written that we have not recorded. That's really a fun little blues tune, you'll like it. And another one that I forgot to tell you, I was getting some angels. I get song angels that, Anyway, there's another one coming through, I'm telling you. So stay tuned and we'll find out. You think I'm kidding? I'm not kidding. No, they really do. Do you guys have that? It's like, I'm hearing the word of God. So anyway, there's something in the works. There's a song that we've been singing a little bit now that actually, God, Marcy, this was like a couple of summers. I don't remember. No, this was last summer. We were with Marcy. Maybe it was before that. Anyway, talking about songs, and it's like, we got to start writing some more songs. And Marcy had started an idea for us, and then we went on our own. Do you know that song, Jolene, 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 whatever it is? Great tune. So we kind of took an idea from that, and we started writing this next song. And it was like, okay, so there's some good musical information. What do you want to say? And it's like, I feel like a lot of times when things are going on like they are now, people talk about the darkness. Do you know? It's so scary. And the world is really dark. And, we need to bring light into the dark. Okay, that's fine. But you know what? I'm not going to give up my darkness. In other words, it's a 50-50 here as far as I can tell. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like the dark is a lovely thing. It's part of who we are, right? It's like, have you ever tried to sleep with the lights on? There's that lovely black velvet, beautiful resting, and so much magic happens in the dark. You plant a seed, you don't put it out in the sunshine right away, you put it down into the earth, so it has a chance to, grow from there. A lot of babies happen in the dark, I'm just saying. Not always. So this song is basically, I'm not afraid of the dark. And if you guys want to sing along, you're certainly welcome to do so. Yeah. I wake up in a world where night is falling, but I'm not afraid of the dark. I walk not alone through the valley of the shadow, for love is alive in my heart. Love is alive in my heart. Love is alive. Love is alive. Love is alive in my heart. Love is alive. Love is alive. Love is alive in my heart. is falling, but I'm not afraid of the dark. I walk not alone through the valley of the shadow, for love is alive in my heart. Love is alive in my heart. Love is alive. Love is alive. Love is alive in my heart. Love is alive. Love is alive. Love is alive in my heart. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid of the dark. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid of the dark. We are not afraid of the dark. We are not afraid of the dark. Woo! Ah, he just couldn't stop playing. Cool. Cool. How are you guys doing? Do you need to stand up and jump around or anything? I mean, like the little kids that, you know, have to...
Yeah.
Me too,
A little stretch break.
So while you're stretching, we just got a couple more tunes and then you can go eat. Listen, I have so much brie over there. It's like for the next 3 Christmases, so please.
And Roger, take a 6-pack of those fat tires home with you.
You got a lot of people watching, so. They're having a
So,
hard
it's
time
interesting, once again, as things are unfolding in this country, and I don't know if I need to be too specific about that, but let's just say that there are times when I just start freaking out. And I was remembering when I think it's when you're 9th grade and you do the civics class, you know, and you memorize the Declaration of Independence. When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one nation to blah, 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 right? And then, oh, and I should have had this on my phone. But anyway, and then there's we the people. This is the preamble to the Constitution. Do you guys know it? We the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union. What else? Well, you can Google it. But I'm reading the whole thing, and it's like I was walking around the house, and I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, when in the course of human, and the song angels got me. And they said, when in the course of human kindness. I'm like, what are you talking about here? When in the course of human kindness, it becomes clear the time has come to willingly set aside our blindness and see the world as one. And I'm like, really? And they're like, yeah, go with that. I just want to read this one thing from Terry Tempest Williams, this quote. The eyes of the future are looking back at us, and they are praying for us to see beyond our own time. They are kneeling with hands clasped, that we might act with restraint, that we might leave room for the life that is destined to come, to protect what is wild, to protect what is gentle. Perhaps the wilderness we fear is the pause between our own heartbeats, the silent space that says we live only by grace. Wilderness lives by this same grace. Wild mercy is in our hands. Right? You guys can sing on the chorus. We need you to sing on the chorus of this. Shine on. When in the course of human kindness, it becomes clear the time has come to willingly set aside our blindness and see the world as one.
brightness, it becomes clear the time has come.
I have to say that when we recorded that, some of the high part that you hear on the recording is comes from some of my students, my kids. Olivia Ward and Johnny Ward. Oh my God, those kids could sing. So, you know, because we wanted to have that element, we wanted to have the kid energy in this as well. So, well, time to wrap it up. I mean, it's a school night.
I hope you all have dinner plans somewhere.
No, don't stay here. Please eat the food.
Dinner plans are here.
I couldn't have any brie before we sang, but damn, I won't get to that brie. You know. So one more tune, and I want to send this out to Father Joseph, I believe, who is on his way out of this world. Is he right now? We think. Anyway, and his family, and everybody up at the monastery. This comes from a 14th century woman, Christian mystic, Julian of Norwich. And as far as I know, she was kind of a champion of the women and the babies. And she said, through it all shall be well, and all manner of things shall be well. All shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well, and all shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. I am walking through the green pastures, and I know that I'm not alone. The song of the meadowlark sings to my soul, tenderly calling me home. And all shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well, and all shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. I am walking beside the still waters, as fresh as the breeze at dawn. The voice of my ancestors whispering, giving me the strength to carry on. And all shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. All shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. Surely goodness and mercy will follow, and love will be leading the way. Every shadow will shine in the fullness of time, and bloom in the hearts of the brave. And all shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. All shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of things shall be well. All you people at home, sing along. And all shall be well, all shall be well, all manner of beautiful Snowmass Cottages. Thanks to Betsy. And thanks to Megan McDonough and Kim Drucker who wrote that last song with me. Thanks you guys for coming. Eat the brain.